What's up, guys? How we doing tonight? Last break of the night. We got break number 761 BD. It is a case of Leaf Metal Baseball 2025 edition. 12 boxes in the case. Here we go. All right, 12 boxes. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. YouTube, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12. Alright, box number 1. What do we got here? 7 cards per box. 4 autos, 2 base parallels, 1 hobby exclusive auto. There we go. Alright, so we should have 2 base cards on top. Here we go. First base card, Theo Gillen. Theo Gillen, that is 13 out of 99. All of these cards will be top loaded after the break. Jose Canseco. All of these base cards, 15 out of 25. Will be done after the break. We got a 101 printing plate already. Alright, there's Gavin Grohovic. Gavin Grohovic on the next in line. 4 out of 15. 4 out of 15, Gavin. Our printing plate 101. There it is. Beautiful printing plate 101. And that is going to Trey Phelps. Trey Phelps, diamond in the rough printing plate. Diamond in the rough printing plate going to Trey Phelps. Next up, a nice one for a pitcher for the Colorado Rockies. That's Brody Brecht. Brody Brecht on the blue ice. 9 out of 15. 9 out of 15. Next up, we got a die cut, top 100. There's Felmin Celestin. Felmin Celestin, he is with the Seattle Mariners. Nice hit for the Felmin spot. 39 of 49. 39 of 49. And we got a triple. Jonathan, Brandon Sprout, and Jonathan Santucci. Tong, Sprout, and Santucci. That will be 2 out of 10, and that'll be a random at the end of the break. Random at the end of the break. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. We'll get on to the next box. right, here we go. Box number 2. Box number 2. Two base cards. One, we got Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson on the base, 52 out of 99. And Manny Ramirez blue on the base, 28 out of 49. First auto. First round gems of Ben Hess. Ben Hess, pitcher for the New York Yankees. Nice hit for the Ben Hess spot. 28 out of 35. 28 of 35. Come on, top loaders. Another die cut. Top 100. That is Emmanuel Rodriguez. Emmanuel Rodriguez on the red ice, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Another die cut, top 100. This one is Bryce Rainier. Bryce Rainier. Can't remember what team he's with. Want to say Detroit, maybe? Nice hit for the Bryce Rainier spot. 3 out of 49. Next auto. Brandon Sprout. Brandon Sprout on the diamonds in the rough. This one's he's with the Mets. 9 out of 10. Nice hit for the Brandon Sprout spot. 9 out of 10. And our last auto is another die cut, but that is a, wow, dingers of a Hall of Famer, Dave Winfield. Dave Winfield on the dingers die cut. 7 out of 10. That one is my Yankees. Two base cards. Roger Clemens looks gold to me, and it is a gold 1 of 1. Roger Clemens, Jefferson Rojas, 16 out of 49. First auto, Levi Sterling. Levi Sterling. I think he's with the Pittsburgh Pirates. 8 out of 25. 8 out of 25. First round gems, Kellen Lindsey. Kellen Lindsey. 1 out of 5. He's with the Dodgers. Kellen Lindsey is with the Dodgers organization. First round gems, Kalen Culpepper on the Lasers. Kalen Culpepper, 2 out of 5. He's with the Minnesota Twins organization. Jared Thomas on the black and silver cracked ice. Think he's a Rocky. 3 out of 3 for Jared Thomas. 3 out of 3. Cruz Schoolcraft on the cracked ice. Cruz Schoolcraft 1 out of 25. 1 out of 25. Box number 4. Box number 4. Juan Nunez on the red, 19 of 25. And Mike Sirota. Mike Sirota, 10 out of 99. First up, Hall of Fame pitcher for the New York Mets, Jesse Orosco. Going to the Jesse Orosco spot. That is 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Brendan Summerhill. Brendan Summerhill on the auto, 11 out of 15. 11 out of 15. Next up, we got a purple of Darryl Strawberry. For the Darryl Strawberry spot, 7 out of 10 for the New York Mets. Darryl Strawberry. Printing plate and so we got 2 1-of-1s back to back. Got a gold vinyl, and we have a printing plate Savage of David Justice. David Justice, printing plate 1-of-1. Woo! That's sick. He was so good. Dave Justice, 1-of-1 printing plate. And then we got a gold vinyl printing plate of Chalk It Up. That is Roman Anthony, one of the top prospects in the MLB. 1-of-1 Chalk It Up of Roman Anthony. He plays for the Red Sox. It's a sick insert right there. Box number 5. Two base cards. Josue De Paula for the Dodgers organization. 20 of 99 for the Josue De Paula spot. And then Jurrangelo Cinche. And that is 55 out of 99. And he is with the Seattle Mariners. First auto. Anderson Brito. 15 out of 49. We got a green auto of Alejandro Rosario. Alejandro Rosario, 4 out of 7. 4 out of 7. I think he's with the Cleveland Guardians. Diamonds in the rough. That's Caleb Lomavita. Caleb Lomavita spot. 2 out of 10 on the auto. He is with Washington. Next up, another red first round gem. That is Cash Mayfield. Cash Mayfield, he is in the Padres organization. I'm assuming red cracked ice probably to 10. 3 out of 10 for Cash. Cash is 3 out of 10. Looks like we have another green one here. Next in line, Tyler Bremner. Tyler Bremner. 5 out of 7. Not sure where he is. Not sure. That one got me. Box number 6. Box number 6. Jared Thomas is our first base card, Colorado Rocky, 91 of 99. And Tyson Lewis, not sure where he's at, based off the uniform, I guess Phillies or Reds, but do not know where he is. First auto, red lasers. Jacob Cozart. That is 1 out of 3. Got another printing plate. Gary Gill Hill. Gary Gill Hill, 25 out of 35. Do not know anything about Gary Gill Hill. I've never heard of that kid. But, hey, you never know what the future holds for Gary Gill Hill. Alright, we're going to save that printing plate. We're going to go behind it and go to Anderson Brito for the second time tonight. 14 out of 49. 14 out of 49. The other one's to 49 also. That one is 15. So we got 14 and 15 sequential numbers for Anderson Brito. Next up we have Wiwa Aloy. Wihawa Aloy, next in line. 18 out of 35. Not heard of this guy. Not sure where he is. That's to 35. And our printing plate 101 goes to Diamonds in the Rough of Franklin Arias. Franklin Arias. Thank you. Don't think this is the young man. That's the Arias. That's with the Yankees. Franklin Arias. All right, that's our halfway point. Box number 7. Box number 7. While I'm opening box number 7, I'm going to tell you about our skunk policy. If you do not hit any cards in the break, whether you have 1 spot or 20 spots, if you have 20 spots in the break and do not hit anything, that is a skunk. If you skunk, we will send you something in the mail. We have stuff here. We make little skunk packs for you. If you have 10 spots in the break and hit 1 card out of those 10 spots, that is not a skunk. You did hit in the break, and we will not be sending you anything extra. So there we go. That's our skunk policy. We have a 1/1 printing plate base card right here, and that is going to Dawson Hill. Dawson Hill on the 1/1 printing plate base card. Our other base card is Cam Caminiti. Cam Caminiti, 3 out of 10. I believe he's with the Braves organization. First auto, Bryce McCage. Based off the uniform, I'm going to say Milwaukee organization, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Bryce McCage. And he has blue ice of 8 out of 15. Nice hit for the Bryce McCage spot. Wyatt Sanford. Wyatt Sanford. Again, another one I'm not sure. 2 out of 8. 2 out of 8. Next up, Diamond in the Rough. That's Walker Janke. Walker Janke. And that is 5 out of 10. And I know this young man is with the Houston Astros organization. Walker Janke. Next auto, Seaver King. Great prospect for the Washington Nationals. Seaver King on the auto. That should be the 49. 25 of 49. Last up, Ava Arquette. There is a new name that I have never heard before. Ava Arquette. And Ava Arquette is 6 out of 35. 6 out of 35. Box number 8. Box number 8. That is Dexter McClellan Jr. Dexter McClellan Jr. That is 4 out of 5 on the base. And Braylon Doty. Braylon Doty, 28 out of 49. First up, Chase Mobley. Chase Mobley, 3 out of 4 on the Blue Lasers. 3 out of 4 on the Blue Lasers. Jeremy Rodriguez. Jeremy Rodriguez. Not sure where he is either. That is 19 out of 25. 19 out of 25 on the Jeremy Rodriguez. Could be Mets, but I'm not sure. Diamond in the Rough. Eddie Renders. Eddie Renders, Diamond in the Rough, 12 out of 49. Carter Holton, Diamond in the Rough. Carter Holton, 10 out of 10 on the bookend. And our next up, it's a dual auto. Otis Nixon and David Justice. Two really good players back in the day with the Braves. 5 out of 5, and that will be random off to those two spots. Box number 9. Our two base cards, Caleb Lomavita to 99, 88 of 99, and Chase Mobley to 99, 64 of 99. First card, Griffin Burkholder. Griffin Burkholder, that is 8 out of 15. 8 out of 15. Next in line, that is AJ Garcia. AJ Garcia next in line. 19 out of 35. 19 of 35. Gavin Turley. Gavin Turley on the blue hyper. That is 1 out of 7. 1 out of 7 on the blue hyper. Ethan Petrie. Ethan Petrie. 28 out of 49. And triple auto. No freaking way. Wow. George Brett. Bo Jackson. Bobby Witt Jr. Triple auto. 1 of 1. Holy shnikes. Wow. Wow. Two somebodies are not going to be happy unless they bought all the spots. Because that's one going to one person on the randomizer. Holy cow. Our two base cards, Anderson Brito, that is to 49, and then we have a gold vinyl 1 of 1 of Eddie Rinders. Eddie Rinders 1 of 1 base card. Lazaro Montas. Lazaro Montas, 8 out of 35. He's in Seattle. Nice hit for the Lazaro Montas spot. Next in line, Dexter McClellan Jr. Dexter McClellan, 33 out of 49. 33 of 49. Tie-dye, Daniel Covett. Daniel Covett on the tie-dye cracked ice, 3 of 3. Got a 1 of 1 printing plate on the last card in this box. Chris Cortez, I believe he's with the Angels. Chris Cortez spot, 23 of 35. Blah, 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 blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. That's going to the Chris Cortez spot. And our last card, a 101. Yellow. This guy's hyped up. Who is he? That is Rintaro Sasaki. Rintaro Sasaki out of the University of Stanford. Stanford Cardinal University player Rintaro Sasaki. What a nice 101. Congrats to the Rintaro Sasaki spot. Box number 11. Luis Morales, 30 of 99. Nolan Souza, 16 of 25. Braden Montgomery. Nice hit for the Braden Montgomery spot, 6 out of 25. He is with the White Sox organization. Not playing too bad this year either. Alfredo Sena on the cracked ice. Alfredo Sena. Or Senna. 5 out of 25. Tyson Lewis. Diamonds in the rough, purple. 10 out of 10 on the bookend again. Another 10 out of 10 bookend. Blake Burke, that guy plays for the Brewers. That is a nice hit for the Blake Burke spot, and that is 6 out of 10 on the diamond in the rough red ice. Last card of box 11. Chase Burns spot. You just got yourself an auto. Blue Ice. Blue Ice plays for the Cincinnati Reds. 13 out of 15 on the Blue Ice. Chase Burns. And our 12th and final box. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. One more time, make the announcement. If you skunk in the break, meaning you hit no cards in all of your spots, whether it be 1 or 20 spots, please do not request a refund on your shipping. We send out skunk packs. We have to. We make our own little skunk packs and send them out to you guys. If you hit one spot, one card, you are not a skunk, whether or not you have 10 spots that didn't hit. The one spot, you are now a non-skunk. So, last box. Congratulations to everybody who hit. We will do the three randoms after this box, and then we will do a full recap for everybody. We got Noah Schultz on the tie-dye. That is 5 out of 5 on the tie-dye base card. He plays for the White Sox. Dylan Dreeling. Do not know where Dylan Dreeling is. That's the first time I've heard his name. 26 out of 99. Our first of the last autos. Ryan Sloan. Not sure exactly where he is. I want to say he's with Miami. But that goes to the Ryan Sloan spot, 24 out of 25. Owen Hall. This young man is going to be really good. He's in the Detroit organization. 10 out of 25. He's an up-and-comer for Detroit. Nice hit for the Owen Hall spot. 3 cards to go. We got Mike Sirota. Mike Sirota. Do not have an idea of where he is, guys. That is 26 out of 49. Mike Sirota. Who's with the Mariners? TG? Sirota? Or was that the Ryan Sloan? Ryan Sloan? Okay. Cool, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Wasn't sure. Luke Holman spot. You got a cracked ice diamond in the rough. 2 out of 25. 2 out of 25. And our last card of the break. Then we're going to get our randoms in. It'll take me a couple minutes to type the names in. It's a diamond in the rough of James Tibbs III. James Tibbs III. He is pictured in a Giants uniform. He was traded at the trade deadline. But this goes to the James Tibbs spot, so it doesn't matter where he's playing now. I think he's down in Texas or something. You got it, TG. You got it. James Tibbs, 21 of 49. All right. Let's get this randomizer done real quick. Let me grab my keyboard. Let me get these names typed in. Must be a Mariners fan, TG. You got it, buddy. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. All right, let's get this. Give me a minute to type these names in, guys. Let me type these names in. All right, all the names are typed in. All right, let me turn on the here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Perfect. There you go, eBay. You're coming with me. We're going to zoom in. Dice roller, got to be 5 or higher on the dice. Here we go. We're going to go 5 times on each of these. First one is going to be Otis Nixon and Dave Justice. I don't know why they didn't call him David Justice, but Dave Justice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That's going to the David Justice spot. David Justice spot, or Dave Justice spot. Jonah Tong, Brandon Sprout, Jonathan Santucci. 1, 2. Did I hit it? No, I didn't. 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is 5 times. And Jonah Tong's spot gets that one. Third one, the most important one. George Brett spot, Bo Jackson spot, and Bobby Witt Jr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Here we go. 5th time. That is staying with George Brett. 5 times George Brett spot. You get that triple auto. Alright, let's get back over here. And we'll do our recap. Alright. Go into the Dave Justice spot. Go into the Jonah Tong spot. Go into the George Brett spot. We're going to do our recap. Here we go. Thank you again all for being part of the break. We're going to do our recap and get you out of here. Alright, eBay, zoom in with me. Here we go. These are all to 49. James Tibbs, Mike Serrata. That is Dexter McClellan, Ethan Petrie, Eddie Rinders, Seaver King, Anderson Brito, ×2, 14 and 15 out of 49. Bryce Rainier, top 100, and Fermin Celestin. To 35, we got Chris Cortez, Lazaro Montas. That is AJ Garcia, Ava Arquette, Wihaiwa Aloy, Gary Gilhill, and Ben Hess. To 25, Luke Holman, Owen Hall, Ryan Sloan, Alfredo Sena, Braden Montgomery, Jeremy Rodriguez, Cruz Schoolcraft, and Levi Sterling. To 15, let's do to 15 first. Chase Burns, Griffin Burkholder, Bryce McCage, Brendan Summerhill, Brody Brecht, and that is Gavin Grohovic. To 10, Blake Burke, Tyson Lewis, Carter Holton, Walker Jenke. That is Cash Mayfield, Caleb Lomavita, Daryl Strawberry, Dave Winfield, Brandon Sprout, and Emmanuel Rodriguez. To 8, Wyatt Sanford. To 7, Gavin Turley. That is Tyler Bremner and Alejandro Rosario. To 5, Jesse Orozco, Kalen Culpepper, and Kalen Lindsay. To 3, I believe this is to 4, Chase Mobley. To 3, Daniel Covett, Jacob Cozart, Jared Thomas. Our 1-of-1s and our randomed cards. Jonah Tong gets this triple auto of Tong, Sprout, and Santucci. That is out of 10, 2 out of 10. Dave Justice gets this one out of Otis Nixon and Dave Justice. That one is 5 out of 5. And to the George Brett spot, Bo Jackson and Bobby Witt Jr. triple auto. It's going to the George Brett spot, and that is a 1-of-1. Our base 1-of-1s, Eddie Rinders, Dawson Hill, and Roger Clemens. Our auto 1-of-1s, that is Rintaro Sasaki, Franklin Arias, Roman Anthony, David Justice. So he got 2 autos, and then this one was Trey Phelps spot. There you go, my friends. There is your break. I hope you guys hit. Again, if you did not hit, I apologize. We never like seeing somebody not get anything, but we will send you something. Have a great night, you guys. I'll see you on Thursday. Peace.